Match report: Scotland U20 17-30 England in enthralling under 26 nations encounter in Edinburgh saw Scotland U20 come up short, as England U20 emerged on the right side of a 17-30 scoreline at a lively Hive Stadium. It was a crisp evening as Kenny Murray's side welcomed their English counterparts for the latest installment of the 2024 under 26 nations. Isaac Coates got the contest started as the rain began to descend. A misplaced first Scottish lineout gifted England territory in the opening 2 minutes. Fergus Watson prevented what seemed a probable try for Nathan Michelow, however a penalty advantage had already been awarded for by referee Ben Breakspear, allowing the away side to come back and kick for the opening score. Kerr duly obliged to put England 0-3 ahead. England grabbed the opening try on 14 minutes. A knock-on from Isaac Coates in his own half and a following offside gave the visitors a line-out meters from the Scotland try line. From it, England mauled and hooker Craig Wright was able to burrow over. Kerr made it 2 kicks from 2. 0-10. A handling error from the England attack gave Michelow the chance to break away. Galloping up the line, he looked to offload to Geordie Gwynn, who was taken out by England captain Finn Carnduff. After the briefest of TMO checks, England escaped with only a penalty against their name for a no-arms tackle. The right boot of Kerr was again called into action after an intentional knock-on by Ewan McVie. His 35-yard kick went over. 0-13, Scotland captain Liam McConnell was forced off on 24 minutes, replaced by Ryan Burke. Scotland were nearly able to find a way through from an England exit as Fergus Watson darted through the tightest of gaps and fought off multiple challenges. He was only thwarted by an impressive tap tackle by Henry Pollock. Scotland's penalty count began to mount. Referee Breakspear's patience ran out on Michelow, who saw yellow and sentenced to 10 minutes in the bin. With a man fewer, England worked the ball wide from right to left, where a smart offload from substitute Makepeace Cubitt allowed Kerr to go over. He was unable to add the conversion this time, striking the left upright. 0-18. Scotland were up against it. Kerr provided a moment of quality to give Scotland some territory. His intelligent and well-executed jackal on his own 22 gave Scotland a penalty on halfway. The Scots thought they had found a way over the line when Murdoch Locke intercepted a pass on halfway following an England scrum. After sprinting 60 yards with ball in hand, he was agonizingly dragged into touch inches from the try line. Scotland were pushing, but the pressure was released on England when they were awarded a scrum on their 5-meter line. Referee Breakspear deciding that Kerr jumped into what appeared to be a mid-air tackle. Halftime, Scotland U20 0-18 England U20. The second period began with a series of strong carries from England, which were repelled by Scotland. Freddie Deblis' 5th ruck turnover broke the momentum and allowed the home side to kick for a lineout on halfway. Captain Finn Carnduff went over for England's 3rd try on 47 minutes. The second row powered between Geordie Gwynn and Murdoch Locke after several attacking waves had been repelled by Scotland. Kerr converted the kick. 0-25. Freddie Deblis was still making a nuisance of himself at the breakdown, notching his 6th turnover in 3 games. From the resultant lineout, England conceded another penalty. Hooker Jerry Blythe-Lafferty tapped and went, and after a couple of phases it was Ewan McVie who was able to power over for Scotland's first score. The boot of Isaac Coates made no mistake, his first kick going over to reduce the arrears. 7-25. Just before the hour mark, England had the bonus point try. A penalty for not rolling away gave England a lineout 5 meters out. Openside flanker Nathan Michelow broke through a bundle of bodies to get the ball down for the visitors' 4th try, albeit an unconverted one. Scotland notched their 2nd try of the game as Freddie Deblis both created and converted the score himself. First, he made it a hat-trick of jackal turnovers in the game, which allowed Isaac Coates to find touch impressively. Then, from the resultant lineout, Douglas finished the maul to bring Scotland to double figures on the night. Coates narrowly missed the conversion from out wide on the Lothian stand touchline. 12-30. Gwynn ran in for another 5 points with just under 5 minutes to go. Off the lineout, Scotland worked the ball quickly from left to right out of the maul. A fine pass from substitute Jack Hocking released Geordie into acres of space to cross in the corner. 17-30. A much improved second half showing from the young Scots was unfortunately not enough, despite some impressive performances. Attentions will now turn to a trip to Italy in 2 weeks' time. Full time, Scotland U20 17-30 England U20. Player of the match Sean Kerr. Scotland, 15. Fergus Watson, 14. Kerr Johnston, 13. Geordie Gwynn, VC, 12. Kerr Yule, 11. Amina Kakuso, 10. Isaac Coates, 9. Murdoch Locke, 1. Robbie Deans, 2. Jerry Blythe Lafferty, 3. Callum Norrie, 4. Ewan McVie, 5. Roraid Hart, VC, 6. Liam McConnell, 7. Freddie Douglas, 8. Johnny Morris. Replacements, 16. Gavin Perry, 17. Callum Smith, 18. Ryan Whitefield, 19. Ryan Burke, 20. Tom Curry, 21. Eric Davey, 22. Jack Hocking, 23. Johnny Ventese. England, 15. Yohan Jones, 14. Toby Cousins, 13. Ben Redshaw, 12. Sean Kerr, 11. Alex Wills, 10. Rory Taylor, 9. Archie McParland, 1. Asher Opoku-Forjur, 2. Craig Wright, 3. Billy Seela, 4. Joe Bailey, 5. Finn Carnduff, C, 6. Nathan Michelow, 7. Henry Pollock, 8. Zach Carr. Replacements, 16. Jacob Oliver, 17. Scott Kirk, 18. Afolabi Fasikban, 19. Harry Brown, 20. Kane James, 21. Ben Douglas, 22. George Makepeace Cubitt, 23. Ben Waghorn.